Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a concept many of us are familiar with, but perhaps in a way that's been holding us back. We're talking about yin and yang. Now, when you hear yin and yang, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many, it's a symbol of balance, but often it's seen through a lens of duality. Good versus bad, light versus dark, peace versus war. This interpretation, while common, creates a subtle but powerful division in our minds and in our world. It suggests that peace can't exist without war, that good is defined only by its opposition to bad. This way of thinking keeps us trapped in a cycle of separateness, constantly judging and categorizing everything, including ourselves. But what if I told you that this black and white thinking is a misunderstanding of this profound philosophy? What if yin and yang isn't about this or that, but this and that? This is the challenge presented to us today, to look beyond the programming that has been deeply imprinted in our society for centuries. This programming doesn't just affect how we see the world. It has a tangible impact on our personal lives, our relationships, and our self-worth. It creates a hierarchy where there should be harmony. Let's explore how this plays out. In traditional, often patriarchal interpretations, yin is associated with the feminine, darkness, receptivity, and sometimes negativity. Yang is associated with the masculine, light, action, and positivity. When we internalize this framework without questioning it, we create unconscious biases that can be incredibly damaging. For example, a woman might carry a deep, unexplained sense of guilt or unworthiness. She might feel like she has to constantly prove herself to earn her happiness, because on a subconscious level, the dark feminine yin energy has been labeled as less than, or even bad. She might feel like the wicked witch of the fairy tale, undeserving of a happy ending unless she transforms into something she's not. On the other side of the coin, a man might unconsciously adopt a sense of superiority. This isn't necessarily a conscious choice to be arrogant, but a subtle ingrained belief that his yang-associated qualities, logic, action, and assertiveness, are inherently more valuable or right. This programming pits men against women, creating a silent power struggle instead of a partnership. It fuels the battle of the sexes and prevents us from seeing each other as whole, complete individuals who embody both yin and yang energies within ourselves, regardless of our gender. It's this unconscious bias that makes us feel like we have to choose a side, to be either strong or soft, logical or intuitive, when in reality, our greatest power lies in embracing all aspects of our being. The time has come for us to stop using yin and yang as a tool for comparison and judgment. The world is not black or white. Life is not a series of either-or choices. The true essence of yin and yang is about inclusion. It's about recognizing that darkness and light coexist, that action and rest are both necessary, that the masculine and feminine energies dance within each and every one of us. It is black and white, together, creating a whole. Yin and yang is not a battle to be won. It's a dance to be danced. It's the understanding that the seed of light exists within the dark, and the seed of dark exists within the light. They are not enemies. They are inseparable partners. So, I invite you to join me in this exploration. Let's research yin and yang from a new perspective. Let's take the emphasis off who is right and who is wrong, and instead, focus on how these energies work together in harmony. How can we see the value in stillness as much as we see it in action? How can we honor our intuitive, receptive side just as much as our logical, driven side? This isn't about erasing differences. It's about celebrating the completeness they create when they come together. It's about shifting from a mindset of division to one of unity, seeing the whole picture instead of just two opposing halves. So, how do we move from this dualistic view of yin and yang toward a state of unity consciousness? The first step is awareness. It's about catching ourselves when we start labeling things as good or bad, strong or weak. When you feel an emotion you've labeled as negative, like sadness or anger, instead of pushing it away? Can you sit with it? Can you recognize it as a valid part of your human experience, a yin aspect that is simply asking for attention, not judgment? This is how we begin to integrate, not separate. When you see someone who operates differently from you, instead of judging them, can you get curious? Can you see their way of being as a different expression of the universal dance of yin and yang? This integration is key to living life to our fullest potential. When we stop fighting parts of ourselves, we free up an immense amount of energy. Imagine no longer feeling guilty for needing to rest. Imagine no longer feeling like you have to be on all the time to be worthy. When you embrace your yin energy, you tap into a wellspring of creativity, intuition, and deep inner knowing. You allow yourself to receive, to be nurtured, and to recharge. When you honor your yang energy, you can take inspired, purposeful action. You can build, create, and manifest your dreams in the physical world. The magic happens when you learn to flow between these two states, knowing when to act and when to surrender, when to speak and when to listen. This isn't just a spiritual concept. It has practical applications in every area of your life. In your career, it could mean balancing ambitious projects with periods of strategic rest to avoid burnout. In your relationships, it means appreciating both the quiet moments of connection and the exciting adventures you share. For your health, it means balancing intense workouts with restorative practices like yoga or meditation. It's about creating a sustainable, harmonious rhythm for your life, rather than constantly pushing against the current. You are not just yin or just yang. You are the entire circle. You are the dynamic interplay of both. Ultimately, transcending the old paradigm of yin and yang is about realizing that they are two sides of the same coin, and that coin is oneness. They are not separate forces in conflict, but different expressions of a single, unified energy. The ultimate goal is to hold both energies in loving awareness, to see them not as a duality, but as a dynamic unity. This is the path to unity consciousness, the understanding that we are all connected, that everything is part of a divine whole. By healing this division within ourselves, we contribute to healing the division in the world. We stop seeing us versus them and start seeing just us. This journey of integration allows you to become a more whole, authentic, and powerful version of yourself. You no longer have to choose between being strong and being soft, being logical and being intuitive. You can be all of it. You can be a fierce warrior and a gentle healer. You can be a brilliant strategist and a dreamy artist. This is your birthright, to embody the full spectrum of your being and to live a life that is not defined by limitation and judgment, but by wholeness, harmony, and infinite potential. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I hope this perspective has opened up a new way of seeing yourself and the world around you. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our future conversations. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How has the concept of yin and yang shown up in your life? Until next time, keep shining your whole beautiful light.